If you have been practicing mediumship for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, it does not automatically mean that you have mastered the craft. Now, the years of experience and practice might translate into years of growth, but it also may translate into years of being stuck within the same practice, outdated methods, and approach that no longer serves you, no longer serves your goal of developing. You're practicing same methods, you're doing the same exercises, you're doing the same approach day in, day out. It's just over and over again, but you're at the same level. You're not getting better. You have to ask yourself, am I getting better, more specific information than I was getting 5 years ago? So you need to really stretch outside of your comfort zone. You need to actively train your intuitive and evidential mediumship skills. And you'll be like, God, why do I need this? I'm good, I got my clients. Yeah, but mediumship should evolve. We should always strive to set higher and higher standards. You have to get clearer and clearer information. If you're just taking in clients, half predicting their grandma's names, you're not bringing through the right healing. The more specific information that you're able to pick up as a master medium, the better healing you can bring to a client. And I think that's the goal. The goal is not to let somebody know that, their grandma still enjoys watching them dance in the living room. That's sweet. But when a sitter comes to you, he or she comes to you for a healing. Everybody comes for a healing, that little piece of healing that they'll get, and it'll fill in the space, and then off they go, and you're very, very responsible for that process. Now, you have to remain a tool, and tool only because you can't attach to the process so that you're not emotionally involved. And information that comes through you, it has to stay clean. It cannot get skewed by your own lenses, by your own vision of the world, by your own experiences. You have to be like a clean glass. I've stated this before. But at the same time, you can't be just like, I do this 1 to 5 steps and I kind of answer the questions to the client and off we go. I take the box and done. You have to take the responsibility for the role that you're playing. If you're a medium brings through in loved ones so that the person who came to see the medium gets that healing. Healing is key. Now, if you are not pursuing a progressive development, mediumship, skill improvement plan, you don't really need to do any extravagant changes. All you really need to do is 2 little steps to shuffle the whole thing around, lift it up in the air, and recreate to provide for evolution and growth. So all you do is, number 1, you assess your level of current development. Where are you at? There are many quizzes online. You can also use ChatGPT, anything. You can find a way, but you need to assess yourself. And don't say, yeah, I can bring grandma and call her Mary and yay we go, I'm at level 10. Do assessment across a few areas: ethics, evidence, clairs. You need to know the scope of your skill. As much as this is simple, this is also purely mathematical, right? So there's a reach that you have, and then all you have to do is kind of layer it up. So number 1, you do assessment of where you're at, and that will allow you to know how fast or where, in which direction you can move. Number 2, you set up little steps. It can be once a week, once a day. You don't need to sit for hours in meditation, try to connect and change your ways. But it could be something little meditation here, little practice here, little reading here. Maybe you need to brush up on your knowledge base. Maybe you need to practice your clairs and improve your clair. Maybe you need to open a new clair within you. Add it to your palette. Maybe you need to do a different exercise. Maybe you need to join a practice circle. So all these little directions, which might not be of that vast of a movement if you look at it from your perspective, These little changes will bring a very slow growth and change to your approach, and then eventually will invest in your development and you will be a better medium. Okay, now is a good time to bring in my free assessment quiz that I have on my website, spiritwhispersonline.com. I have put a little bit of research into this and I have created this quiz, which is about 45 questions, and it'll probably take you 5 minutes. It's free of charge. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to sell me your soul. You can just take the quiz and see where you're at. And the way it works, it assesses you within a few key areas like the delivery, ethics, confidence, clairs, evidence, approach to development, etc. So you'll be able to see it graphically and it'll give you out the full report. But I've mentioned this in my previous video, so we'll cut to the next. Now, my mediumship development deck is not a prediction deck, so you will not see messages of love and doves with those branches up in the mouth. But what you will find is that each card, there's I think 70, oh god, that's a different deck, 33 cards, 33 days, 1 card a day. Each card is a trigger for your neurological connection, and each card will represent a different practice area within a clair. So it's a unique concept that I haven't seen much out there, so do give it a try. But you have to keep remembering that the goal is not to keep receiving information. The goal is to improve how you receive information, how you understand it, how you validate it, and how you communicate it to the sitter. So let me show you where my deck is on the website, and let me show you how you can use it.
So as I mentioned, you can access the quiz on my website if you scroll down, or if you simply just follow the pop-up that prompts you to do so. You can assess many areas of your, let's say, skill. As I mentioned, that scope, that reach that you have, and quiz doesn't take too long. It's about 45 questions, takes about 5 minutes. Once you finish it, you can get an assessment report to your email or directly download as PDF. Questions that you will be prompted to answer are something like these that will touch up on every clair, every area of your mediumship expertise. And at the end, you're going to get an assessment mark that you can follow. Now, to access my mediumship deck, card deck exercise, you just scroll down a little bit on the side. You follow these steps, reveal my card. This is one of the deck cards, and it will basically break it down into different steps. Steps 1, step 2, step 3. So you can just follow through all the way. You can journal your findings. You can reflect on your feelings, emotions, anything that surfaces during the exercise. And as I mentioned, there are 33 cards in the deck, so you can literally test out daily and kind of use this as a structured approach to improve your skill. You can also check out every single card on the link below.
So remember, you can have 20 years of experience and then just skyrocket in 6 months to master the craft, to master the tool, to improve yourself, to develop yourself, to evolve, right? And we humans, we often mix or mistaken time served for skill. It ain't. So if you want to understand where you are currently in your mediumship development level, head over to my website, spiritwhispersonline.com, take that assessment, see where you're at, and build yourself a structured plan of approach. Also, take a look at the exercises that have been developed specifically to make you move to the next level. Don't just count the years, measure the growth. Mediumship should evolve. Bye.